What you're seeing here are the Air Force hangars by the Hamilton Air Force Base, at least the erstwhile Hamilton Air Force Base. And this video was made for the purpose of showing the enormous amounts of dust being created by the earth moving and other activities of the Coastal Conservancy's project to restore the Hamilton wetlands. So you've seen the general scenery there, and shortly I will show more video taken from my back deck. And there you see some of the clouds of dust being created in the far distance there by earth moving machinery. That has been going on for years. We have watched thousands of hours of that dust creation. There's some more activity going on. That's probably a distance of about 1.5 miles, so you can imagine how big that dust cloud is locally. And here's a vehicle, an access vehicle, running along an access road past the Air Force hangars, and you'll see that there's been no attempt made to damp down the dust. I have seen in the years that we've been looking at this, many hours spent on the deck having lunch and so forth, in the years that we've been viewing this, I have seen one example of a water carrier laying the dust by spraying. It seemed to be very ineffective anyhow, but it did appear one time. There you see, and this vehicle is travelling rather slower than many of them travel, but you can see that it is creating quite a big cloud of dust nevertheless. And the purpose for which I made this video in the first place was to do something about that on behalf of ourselves, and more particularly the residents of Hamilton, because that can't be healthy. Look at the amount of dust there from just a single vehicle, and there are many such traverses during a working day, and the working days are quite often through the weekend, late at night. They have lights out there that are very glary and annoying, and they are not in general demonstrating any care whatsoever for their neighbours. In fact, they are behaving like very bad corporate citizens. And this has become much more to the point since the recent discovery, and this voiceover is made in January 2010, that there is an intention to move as much as 45,000 tonnes of potentially toxic waste from that vicinity 2 miles towards Novato Creek and Marin Keys. Here you see the cloud of dust, and it is dust because it is brown, whereas haze is blue. You can see the pall of dust created by various activities over the 20 minutes or so prior to this particular section of the video. And we are being asked to believe that these people who show so little regard for their neighbours are going to successfully contain 45,000 tonnes of potentially toxic material being moved for no good reason whatsoever, as far as we can tell, a distance of 2 miles, being laid out in a berm at least 1,000 foot long and close to Novato Creek and Marin Keys, sensitive areas already, rather than the insensitive areas that exist over in that particular part of the development at this particular point in time. We are told that this move of up to 45,000 tonnes of material, of potentially toxic material, over a distance of 2 miles is going to be quite safe. They're going to spray and all that sort of stuff, and we know full well that that can't be done and prevent dust. Every time you dig up and dump dirt into a truck and dump the dirt out of a truck, there will be dust. And we have seen the level of care that these people have to ordinary dust, and we can expect no better from them in the future.